Hey everyone, and welcome to another MLM shit show. Today we're here to watch a Monet interview. And this is a hairstylist who shills and sells Monet to her customers, as it happened to me with my gynecologist. So obviously I'm very upset when I see things like this. And this woman has been featured before, I think, in Top MLM Fails. The name of it is "What Does a Stylist and Salon Owner Think About Monet?" She spent so much time and effort to build these relationships, and now she's throwing it all away by trying to recruit her customers into her MLM. And I haven't worn red lipstick in years, and I mean like 7 or 8 years, so if I get some on my teeth, I'm so sorry. It also might just be blood because my gums are still infected. I mean, 1 crown costs 800, minimum 800 euro in Ireland, which is something that I cannot afford. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and let's just put a little disclaimer and let's get into this shit show of an interview. Okay, so let's go.
I haven't done it sooner because my friend and my stylist, Megan, is going to be hopping on here in just a second. And I feel like every time I go and see her, I pick her brain, we talk business, and we like talking business. It's not that, hey Jen, thanks. It's not that we feel like talking business is something we have to do. And that's what I love. It's something that we choose to do, something that we really enjoy talking about, you know, how we're going to empower our teams, how we're going to empower, you know, ourselves and improve ourselves. Getting her on here in her chair, we are talking business. And I love it because it just shows how passionate we are about Monet. So she's going to be hopping on here and I'm going to be picking her brain. Hey, lady.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
So you just got back when?
Okay, yesterday at like 3 or 4.
So she just got back from her trip. Did you guys have a wonderful time?
Oh yeah. It was so much fun, honestly. Have you ever done Disney around the world?
No.
Like, so there's like Epcot has like 12 different countries and you can get like drinks at every country. So the challenge of the weekend was like, okay, if you can do Epcot around the world, you get $100.
There you go. Did anybody do it? You did? I love it. Well, lady, thanks so much for hopping on here tonight. I just thought we could kind of both talk about our careers because we're both in different, career paths. You are a hairstylist and a salon owner, and I'm a second grade teacher. And ironically, even though we have completely different training, completely different paths, one of us is much older than the other one. Won't mention names, but we have been able to develop a friendship and work together and all of that, which I absolutely love because Monet has pulled us together with so many different people and has allowed us to create so many different connections with so many different types of people that we never would have met otherwise. So if you don't mind just kind of going first, just introduce yourself, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and we'll go from there.
So guys, I'm Megan at the Boutique. I am a salon owner and hairstylist. I've been doing hair now for like 6 years, like right out of high school. I knew I wanted to be a hairstylist because I knew like just college wasn't for me and I was so natural at doing hair. And so, I went straight into hair school. And then I worked at a salon and I was like, okay, this isn't for me either. I need to be my own boss. I need to kind of do my own thing. Like, I can't have someone kind of telling me what to do. So I decided to open up a salon.
Okay, just one thing, like she is very casual about opening her own salon. Obviously, you need to rent out a business space for this. You need a shit ton of stuff in a hair salon. It costs quite a lot to be able to open up your hair salon at all. I mean, I don't know, but in Ireland, it will cost you a lot to open up your hair salon. Just the fact that she had enough money so early on in her life and she's successful in it as well, which is good for her. I'm glad for her actual hair salon business, but I'm really not glad about the fact that she is now using her clients and the trust that she built with her clients in the hair salon to recruit them and sell them Monet. Monet is expensive. At best, it doesn't do anything for your hair. At worst, it might cause you to lose your hair. So I hate that. But anyway.
And so far, we've been like successful we're going on. So we opened it in 2015. So, it's grown so much. So I started as Mary Meg, and now I'm the boutique, which is pretty awesome. And honestly, the salon has been, like, being a salon owner, something I always wanted to do, but I didn't know that, like, it was even possible for me until someone believed in me. And it's kind of like this business. Like, I didn't know that I was going to be top 3% of the company until someone believed in me. And that's what I love about this business, is everyone can start their own little, like, bundle of amazingness and be their own boss, run their own business, and have dreams, like, come true. So
Okay, lady, you are confusing the two. You having your hair salon, your own hair salon, you are your own boss, that is your business. But you being a rep in Monet, Monet is not your business. You're not an owner of Monet. That's not your business. You're just an independent contractor. As is everyone above you and below you. You're not your own boss, and you can be terminated. And we've seen Monet terminate a lot of people, even top 1%, even the people at the top. So if you can be terminated, you are not your own boss. Let's just put it that way. It's very simple. As someone who owns their own actual business and is a part of a multi-level marketing, you would think that she would know the difference between actually being your own boss and being an independent contractor. Or she's just pretending because she's trying to recruit people. I don't know. What do you think? Is she pretending, or is the logic not here?
I feel like for me, that's one thing that I love about the company so much, is that every individual, no matter where you start, can always end up somewhere else. And, like, it just all comes down to, like, the amount of work and time and energy that you can put into something. So, like, if you believe in yourself, you can make it happen.
No, you can believe in yourself. You can put a lot of time and effort into your multi-level marketing biz. It doesn't have anything to do with the amount of work and effort you put in. The business is set up for people to fail, which is exactly why 90+% of people are not earning any money and are even losing money. So it's not about you believing in yourself, and your hard work is not going to be rewarded in a multi-level marketing company, especially in Monet. And again, like, starting out in a company, you can get places in a corporate job as well. It doesn't mean that if you start with an entry position, you can't get promoted or you can't go into a completely different department. At least you have a choice to transfer to different departments or get a promotion. In Monet, you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, just ranking up, maybe, if you're lucky enough to rank up, but you're still doing the same stuff. At least in a normal company, like I said, you have a choice to at least move to something else, a different department, add new responsibilities. So make it make sense.
But what's funny is I actually, like, joined Monet, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. I was just getting started as Mary Meg, and I had used the products for a while. I really liked them, but I didn't have, like, someone really pushing me to, like, make the business a priority. And I was so focused on the salon that I didn't put the effort into, like, to Monet that I should have. So I just kind of gave up, not because of the products or anything. Like, I never had a bad experience with them. But I wish I wouldn't have quit, because my hair felt so good. And so, like, the whole time I was, like, searching and searching for another line that was, like, comparable to Monet, and I didn't even realize I was doing that. Like, I'd be like, oh, I wish I still had that blowout cream, or, oh, I wish I still had the oil. Like, anyway, so
she just said that she feels bad for being so focused on her actual business rather than being in Monet. Just focus on your goddamn small business. That's not a scam. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god. She was so close. So close.
Then I decided, I hired this girl. Her name is Nicole. So cute. She just got married.
Yes.
Like, Megan, you need to use Monat again. And I'm like, girl, you can do it. Like, you're a booth rent. You can do whatever you want. Like, as long as you're not bashing my products, I'm not going to bash yours. Like, I don't care. So Monat. And I was selling Redken and Amika at the time. And then my hair, like, my personal hair, not my clients, but I didn't start seeing, like, really good results with my hair when I was using those other products. Like, my hair was being, like, more oily, dry on the ends. Like, I wasn't loving my hair. And she was like, okay, you need to try it again. You need to try Monet. And I was like, okay. So I just signed up to, like, sell it, because why not? I'm a hairstylist. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and get the biggest discount. And it turns out I actually started loving the business side of things. Like, I love it so much. Like, I didn't realize, like, I could make friends like you, Julie. Like, I've gained so many clients and followers because of this industry. It brings nothing but positivity into my life, and I just love it so much. So that's kind of how I came back around to starting with Monat again. So I started this past February. So it'll almost be a year. So I'm excited, and I've taken it further than what I ever did the first time. And, it's been a great experience for me.
So like you said, I love that you mentioned top 3%. So Megan is an MMB, so she is top 3%. We will be going to Vegas together, which I'm so excited. It's just crazy. Like, who gets to travel with their friends that live all around the country, with their hairstylists? Like, it's just, this company is just so good to us.
My friends live all around the world. Well, the Europe. And we travel together sometimes when we can afford it. I haven't done that in a while. But all I'm saying is, if your friends are all over the world, of course you're going to travel all over the world with your friends all over the world. It's not just a multi-level marketing that's going to allow you, or those trips are not even paid for. You are aware that you can just travel somewhere with your friends. You don't have to be in a multi-level marketing company to do that.
And I love it because every time I'm in your chair and we talk shop, you have said that there have been so many advantages to being a stylist and being a Monat stylist. So I had asked you some questions last time we were there. And after I left and I was driving home, I was like, gosh, why have I not done an Instagram live with her already? But you have taken me from, like, and I showed some pictures earlier on my Insta stories, like long and blonde to now, back to my roots and all of that. And so what are some differences that you have seen with your own clients' hair? Like, how has it been beneficial for you to be a Monat stylist for your clients?
So one thing that I notice when my clients who use Monat consistently is I will notice that their hair is a lot smoother and shinier and softer. I think it's really hard to see like major changes like instantly right away. So because I haven't been doing this a full year yet, and I still have clients who are kind of just now getting started with Monat, I haven't seen like major wow transformations like you see sometimes on the internet. Like, those are great, but one thing that I do notice that is right away, I would say after using Monat consistently for like 2 to 3 months, you notice right away that the hair is shinier, softer, more manageable, and they do not have scalp buildup. Like, that is the biggest thing. Like, I used to notice all the time I would wash like a client's hair, and like it would be like kind of like, I can't even, kind of grimy almost, where like with Monat, like I don't notice that at all. Like, I'll wash their hair 2 times, follow the simple steps, and I notice that their hair is just like silky smooth. I notice when I'm doing a blonde client specifically that I can use the restructuring line on them, take them to like the highest level blonde that they want. I mean, I use B3 and all the protective ingredients, but like, it's amazing if you use that restructuring line, how smooth and silky their hair feels. And you just did like the highest level blonding you can do on them, and their hair's healthy. Like, it's amazing. So
yeah. Well, and you guys, if you do not go to Meg, you totally have to, because I was even telling my husband about your scalp massages, because she gives like the best. Every time I'm in her chair, I'm like, I'm getting goosebumps, Megan. I'm sorry. Like, it's just so good. Because, you give the best. Okay. So not only have you noticed an improvement with your client's hair, but what can you speak to the inventory? Because we've talked about what you used to keep on your shelves and how that has changed. For better or for worse, how has your inventory changed?
So when I first started,
imagine the horror if you went to your hairstylist that you've been going to for years, and all of a sudden you realize that she's now using Monat. And she's going to use that shit on your own hair. I don't go to a hairstylist anymore. I do everything by myself on my hair. And let me tell you what gives you results straight away. Very simple, very cheap. Garnier Hair Food. If I don't use it, I see big difference for the worse on my hair. So whenever I talk hair, I always mention this. I've been using it for a year or maybe even longer, and I think it does wonders for my hair. And like I said, it's cheap, and there are no lawsuits against Garnier that it makes people's hair fall off. So I just feel bad for her clients that might not even know what Monat is, and she's using these products on their hair, and there's a possibility that they're gonna start losing hair because of Monat. It's kind of concerning. It's a problem.
At the boutique where we're at now, of course at the old salon I was using strictly Monet. I would just have a few things on the shelf, but now, you know, when we moved in there, I was selling Redken and Amika, so I would have to stock those shelves. And keeping like honestly, I'm really bad at keeping inventory because I can't even keep my own life together. So like, let alone manage stocking the shelf when someone says, "Hey Meg, do you have any more of this or this or this?" And I'm like, honestly, I don't, because maybe I forgot to place an order, or maybe I was waiting to bundle the order with some of the other orders I needed to place with the color I was using. And then the money of it, like, you don't make that money back right away. So you're buying all this stuff, spending so much money. Like, I'm talking like hundreds of dollars, and putting it on the shelf for it to sit there for like 3 to 4 months before a product even sells. Like, it's just kind of a waste. Where like with Monet, you can actually just talk about your products on your Instagram, use them on your clients, and they can sell themselves. And I can keep some of my back stock that looks really pretty on the shelves. Mm-hmm. And I have, you know, if someone wants to just buy something retail, you know, they can just go online, order it themselves, and it's there like 2 to 3 days. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's saved me so much time and so much money, and like just the headache of having to worry about that shelf. Like, now it just looks pretty. I don't have to worry about it at all.
Right. And like you said, so it's just been so much easier because your clients just become VIPs of yours, and then they just manage their own account. So they get on their own website, they get free shipping, they get their free products with their flex ship, and it just comes to their door, which is really nice.
Like that, I remind them, like, hey, you know, your flex ship is up, because that's like so important, is like your client knows and understands what the flex ship is and why that it's awesome. But like, if they don't know that, then, you know.
And it's perfect for you because you will see them in the chair. So you will notice if their hair integrity has changed, then you can say, hey, in your next flex ship, like, you need to switch up to this. And then you can also demo the products, because I demo products, but I'm not a hairstylist. You know, I'm a teacher. So, you know, it's really awesome for you because you're literally showing them or talking them through like how to wash correctly, or how to use the taffy, or how to, you know, how to use any of that stuff. So one thing that you have noticed that we've talked about is that you have extensions. You guys are all specialists in extensions. Yes. And so how have you noticed, like, you love the long full look, and that's totally fine. That's not a slam to Monet at all. Monet will only give you the healthiest hair that God can give you. So I will never have long, thick, blonde Rapunzel hair. That's just not my hair type. I am very curly, and well, you know it better than I do probably. Would you say I'm like what, like fine, coarse? Like, what am I?
You have fine medium hair, but it is definitely curly.
It's so curly. I feel bad for every stylist that does a blowout on my hair. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Her hair does not look that curly. I'm just saying, I've seen some crazy curls in my life. Her hair is like a medium curly at best. Whatever. What the hell do I know, right?
So sorry. Because I know they're going to be working their skills like to the bits. But what have you noticed with extensions when you guys are taking them in and out, and also the integrity of the extension itself holding up with Monet products?
Okay, so I love this question, and I've never been asked it before.
Yay!
That's a great question. But I will say that the extension hair, which you're spending hundreds of money on, lasts a lot longer when you're using products that the extension hair likes. So like my ends right now, they're very solid, and extension hair, because it's dead hair. Basically, like, you need to make sure that you're using the best things on this hair, because why are you paying for something if it's not lasting? And then another thing too, I noticed that when I take out my extensions, I have less scalp buildup. My scalp is extremely healthy, and my hair has grown like so much. Like, it's insane, the difference. You know, extensions, I wouldn't say are 100% the healthiest thing for your hair ever. The hand-tied extensions cause minimal to zero damage, and that's why I do them on my own hair, because I don't want to hurt my hair, you know. But I do feel confident that by me taking the steps, by using Monet, like doing oil treatments, making sure that I'm using my products correctly and taking the time to use my products, will ensure that when I take out my extensions, my real hair is healthy. Like you can see it right here. Like my real hair is thick. I mean, you're not supposed to look at it. My real hair is so thick, so full, so healthy on the ends. Like I don't have my hair's damaged. I have extensions because they're fun. And that's
I love it. And the last time,
Want to know who else's hair is thick and who's not using Monet? Have you seen me? Look at this thickness. And guess what? It's just the type of my hair. Like I have a cousin whose hair is thin and straight. Her hair is so straight. I was always jealous when we were kids because I hated my thick curly hair. My hair used to be curly for a while, but then I bleached it like 2 times in a row within a month, and I used a lot of bleach. I did it myself as well, so I destroyed it. It was literally like, you know, when it gets really elastic, I thought I was gonna have to cut off all of my hair. Thankfully I managed to let it grow out, but unfortunately it was never curly, and this was back in college, so it was a good 10 years ago. God, I'm getting old. What was the point of this? I don't know. The products that you're using can make your hair be the healthiest version of the hair. That's so cringy. I hate saying that. It can help your hair be the best it can be, but it's not going to change your hair type, which I feel like she's saying like, oh look, Monet made my hair so thick and healthy. It's like, it doesn't matter. Other products that are not MLM and not Monet and are a lot cheaper and affordable can also make your hair be very healthy.
I was in, she was putting those gorgeous blue and purple extensions. Oh, I don't think you have it on your grid. It was on your stories that day, wasn't it? Oh, I loved it. It was beautiful. Okay, so you've also talked about how, you know, your clientele has built up. I have people that come to me and have asked, you know, do you have a Monet stylist that you can recommend? And I'm like, yes, Megan, anybody at that, you know, Hair Boutique Indie, like they are all Monet stylists. They are all the sweetest girls. I love every time I'm in there. And I love that your girls are just so genuine and humble and welcoming. So have you noticed like a pickup in clients and people specifically seeking you out because you're with Monet?
I would say yes, in like a significant way. Like people will say, hey, and not just the Monet community sending people to me, but hey, so-and-so, you know, can I come to you because you use Monet? And, you know, they want to come to you specifically because you use Monet. And like the clients that have switched over, even though I'm not taking new clients right now, like all the girls at the salon use Monet. So I feel totally comfortable, fantastic, but I feel totally comfortable sending them to someone because I know like the products that they're using on them is going to help them. And so I feel comfortable too. And once you make the switch and you see like the results that you have, you really don't want to put anything else on your hair. So like you're going to feel way more comfortable going to a stylist who doesn't make you feel bad because you like Monet. A stylist who's given it a chance and sees the benefits that it can actually give versus someone who's judging it because they've never used it.
Yeah, exactly. Being open-minded is so important. And that's how I met you, because I reached out to Christine Rohrman, who's a mutual friend of ours. And I said, all right, who do I need to go to, you know? And she recommended you. And I was like, well, goodness, if it's good enough for Christine's hair to go, who's now, you know, director in our company, then it's surely good enough for my hair. And so I make an hour drive. Yep. I mean, our drive to go see you girls, and I love it. You guys are absolutely worth it. So my last question for you would be, what would you say to somebody that is a stylist and is thinking about going for it?
Oh, dude, I would say just do it. Like, it's literally awesome. Like, okay, you may feel like you're going to get judged or like, oh, this girl's doing this because of the money. Okay, well, you make money off your retail shelf, but are you really making that much money? Maybe not, maybe so, whatever the case is. But do you have the community that Monet brings and continuous education, the continuous like backup from the community? Like you don't get that when you use another line. Like I have always wanted education from the products that I use, and I've asked for it many times when I bought products from other brands, and I never really got the education I was like expecting. Like, I want to understand the products that I'm giving to my clients, and I want to know that if they're going to work, they're working. So I don't know. I would say just go for it. Like, if you're scared, don't be afraid. You can reach out to me. I will totally help you. Because it is scary. You know, you don't want anyone to judge you, and you want them to be supportive. I've had clients who've literally said, like, oh, I'll never use Monet. And then now they use it. They're VIP. They love it. Like, just go for it. Believe that the line is the best line. And when you use it for your hair and you believe in it, and you just express the confidence that you have in your products that you're using, people are going to be open-minded, and don't be scared.
Right. It's paid off for you in big ways. And we've even talked about how, you know, when we had the first quarantine and everything shut down and all of that. And we've talked about, you know, if you're worried about that happening again, and goodness, we hope not, but we know in other states it has happened, you know, and you've been able to say yes, it wasn't fun, obviously, you know, it's financially, it's not anything anybody wants to go through, but you were able to keep your business still going, you know, to a degree, because your Monet customers were still purchasing things. And honestly, a lot of us in the Monet world, we saw a huge boom over that time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like when my Monet, like,
yeah, that's when you were ranking up. Yeah. Which is just crazy.
Yeah.
In the middle of a pandemic, salon shut down, but you're ranking up and being successful in your business, you know? So it definitely helps. And because of all of that, you have been building your first home, and you guys will be moving in. Hopefully it's still on track, right?
Yeah.
So they will be moving into their first real brand new home, and it looks gorgeous, and I can't wait to see and hear the rest of the details. But
yeah, of course, because she has a hair salon and she's recruiting all of her clients, and of course she's top 3% of the company. It's so much different when you have a business that's actually going to allow you to recruit a lot easier. That's a good one, actually, because usually I say, in order for you to be successful in an MLM, for a chance to be successful, you either have to join very early, you have to have a following on social media, or you have to have your own business that's associated, like my gynecologist, who is now, it's her private clinic, and she's now selling the magical Zinzino oils to people that can cure whatever the hell issue you have. It's closely related to what she's doing, what her business is, so it's easier for her to recruit all of the clients that trust her, that have been going to her for years and years. It's the same with this person in her hair salon. She wasn't big on Instagram, she didn't join early, but she had a whole ass salon and clients that she recruited, and of course she's successful because it's a lot easier for her to recruit. And just the fact that she said the quiet part out loud is like, during the pandemic she ranked up. A lot of her clients lost their jobs, a lot of them were just stuck at home, didn't know what to do, couldn't go to a hair salon, so it was a great environment, a great opportunity for her to use that and sell them and recruit them and get them to start using Monet. And just the fact that she said all of her clients use Monet is just insane to me. It's just insane. But anyways, let me know down below what you thought about this one. It just pisses me off on a whole nother level. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.